First of all, I should introduce myself. I know most of you, but not all of you. Tina Peterson from the Community Foundation. Before I say anything, Liz told me there are things I have to say. The bathroom's over there. This is the first part of a two-part exceptional series on planned giving. And so just a reminder that the next one is on April 14th. Same time, same place, but you have to register again. So you have to go back to the same process that you went through last time to register if you would do that once again. And also, she asked me to make sure I thank the sponsors of the Nonprofit Alliance, which include the United Way, the City of Bloomington, and the Community Foundation. So, is that all of it? Awesome. Yes, thank you, sponsors. So, I can't tell you how pleased we are about this. We're obviously big fans of the Nonprofit Alliance, but we're very pleased to be partnering with NPA on this particular series around planned giving. I am personally of the opinion, after having been sort of in the nonprofit world now for about 15 years, that we're all getting better at fundraising and development. We're becoming more sophisticated. I don't hear too many people anymore that tell me they just rely completely on the annual golf outing and the annual mailing to raise all their dollars. We've all learned to recognize that building those donor relationships are really the key to our long-term success, and moving people up that pyramid from that first gift to a repeat gift to a regular gift to a major gift is really the key to our long-term success. But I still feel like a lot of us are a little intimidated by the whole concept of planned giving, that it's a little harder for us to wrap our arms around. It's the final frontier. Can you tell I'm a Star Trek person? So it's sort of that final frontier for a lot of us. I think that higher ed folks have always been really good at this. They're farther ahead than we are in the whole planned giving thing, and I think there's many reasons for that. You get these all the time from my Texas A&M is where I went to school, about building my legacy, and they make it seem so darn simple, just like 3 little boxes and it's all figured out. So I've always been admired the higher ed folks for how they've been able to accomplish that. I think the rest of us are starting to catch up, however. Maybe not everybody. We still have some empty seats in this room, right? But I think we're making progress. And I think it's a great time for us to be catching up. Community foundations think a lot about, maybe you guys do too, I've talked to some of you about it, the whole concept of the transfer of wealth. So the transfer of wealth from one generation to another that's going to be so prevalent over the upcoming years as the baby boomers age. And so we think a lot about planned giving at the Community Foundation. And so I thought I would just show you, and some of you have seen this, but it's so brief that I'm sure it won't offend you. But I just want to show you how we're thinking about the transfer of wealth and planned giving at the Community Foundation. So, at the Community Foundation, we have decided, we recently, well actually 3 years ago now, created a new strategic development plan. And our number one priority is growing our planned gift pipeline and strengthening our relationship with professional advisors. That doesn't mean we don't do a lot of other things, and right now we're really focused on that Lilly $1 million match that we have to achieve. And we're getting close, quite honestly. But we think this is the most important thing that we can do for our community. And we think that growing plan giving at the Community Foundation is good for the Community Foundation. We think it's good for the community, but we also think it's good for all of you guys too. So often when we sit down with the donor to talk about their estate plans or a bequest, normally what we do is we enter into a memorandum of charitable intent with them. And very often, one or more of your organizations are going to be the beneficiaries of some of those memorandums of charitable intent. In fact, you know, over the years, there will be many of you who will be surprised to learn that you have a gift coming your way from a donor through the Community Foundation. Sometimes they let us tell, and sometimes they don't. Sometimes these folks are wanting to establish a new fund for a nonprofit in town. Sometimes they're wanting to give to one of our unrestricted funds for grant making that benefits all you guys too. And sometimes they just want to give to something that's existing with us. But we're pretty excited about the progress we feel like we're making in plan giving. And once you really, I think, become deliberate about it, it's amazing the folks that want to jump on board and help. So I don't want to do any spoilers because you have brilliant people here to talk to you, so I won't say any more other than thank you for being here. I know you're going to learn a ton from our 3 speakers today and also from the 2 on the 14th. But as you're listening to them, I hope that you'll remember that the Community Foundation is always happy to partner with you and always happy to provide support in any way as you're working on your plan giving programs and on anything else. So you know where we are, and we're happy. I wish my phone had that cool of a ring. At any rate, you're introducing our first speaker, but once again, thank you all for being here.
Thanks, Tina. Thank you. No, Gene did. Again, thank you for being here. I just I'm Jim Muehling. I'm with the Community Foundation and Development Work. The next gentleman, and I assure you we'll finish on time today. You know where the restrooms are. If you feel free to, if you need a refreshment, you know, please take advantage of it. I promised Gene I'd try to keep his introduction under 15 minutes, but it may be difficult. But needless to say, we're lucky to have Gene. I was fortunate to work for Gene at the IU Foundation when he was serving as president of the foundation, and I appreciate that opportunity that he gave. It's neat to be around people of the quality of Gene. He is simply he's a nationally recognized expert in philanthropy, and understand his awards or recognitions. You can go to his Vita or whatever the word is, and it's amazing all the things he has accomplished. But simply, he's the founding dean of the Indiana University Lilly Family School of Philanthropy, and has been named 13 times to the list of the 50 most influential leaders in the United